Hello, DJ Sam here for another video. This is the ATW R14 diversity receiver. It's a UFH. This records audio as mono. It's not stereo. It's got an AF level that goes up and down so you can adjust the volume. That's how many signal bars you've got. So that'll be your signal bars, and that'll be letting you know there's a signal, meaning that it's peaking, it's showing there's audio coming out. And on the back of the unit you've got a squiddish, which I believe is like it's a type of sort of tuning. You've got an RF balance out, a ground left and a ground, and then you've got the unbalanced out, and then you've got the 12 volt power supply. But I do want to mention that a bunch of these units have different tunings, and a bunch of them have the same tunings. And that is so that when you connect these up with multiple different units, they won't clash. Because if you bought two of these with the same tuning on it, both microphones will try and come through the same receiver, and it will just absolutely be a nightmare. I've had the same problem with the newer mics, the cheaper ones you get from eBay. If you get the ones just single-handedly and you buy another one, they will clash and it will not sound very nice, and the audio will start to fade. It's just no good. And you really want something like this that's of different tunings, and that's why I like this. But what we're going to do is I want to do a test where I test it through the speaker so you can hear what it sounds like, and then I'm going to plug it into the camera and get a direct feed. However, it's going to be on the left, so I'm going to have to go into the software and then combine it so that it then puts it out on both channels. But then you're going to get left on each side. It's not going to be left and right. So for YouTube, it's not ideal. You can't use these sort of things for YouTube because you want something that's left and right. So this is going to be no use to me. My friend gave me the propel one, and he's keeping the mic one, which is brilliant. It sounds great, but the problem is that also this is what the propel one looks like. This is a beautiful little thing. This is the windbreaker. Without it, it would sound absolutely terrible. So I don't know if the camera's focusing in there, but the windbreaker, without the windbreaker, it's just got a little hole in it. And you can get newer mics that are brand new that can go and fit these, but unfortunately they're not stereo, it's still mono. So when you take this off, and I'll show you the unit, that's what it looks like on the inside. Sorry about the focus in there, it's a little bit out of focus. So that's what it looks like. You've got one which is your volume, and the other one which is called an instrument tuning. And apparently I was told that you can get an adapter that goes onto here, that goes into a guitar, and it'll talk to it apparently. So you can plug an instrument to this receiver apparently. That's what I've read, but I don't know if that's true, because I've only seen propel mics. I haven't seen mics plugged into them. I've never seen a guitar plugged into it, but who knows. So let's switch on the diversity. So this is what it sounds like. It's not brilliant, but it's not the worst. But every time I talk, you get the wind, that windy sound to it, and I don't like it. It's not very good. But if I take off the windbreaker, now it's going to sound a little bit wishy-washy, so you need the windbreaker. But apparently if I get a new mic, you wouldn't get that wishy-washy sound, and it's much better with it, and it'll work from a big huge difference. I can put it over there and it'll pick up no problem. But I'm going to plug it into the camera. But I just want to show you that these do tend to cut out. If it doesn't see the two antennas, it cuts out. That's the major problem. I know a lot of mics I've had have worked from outside, even walking out the door, you know. But I'll just give you a demonstration. So I'll put it in my pocket. So say if you put this in your pocket and you're walking towards the door, the audio is just going to fade. And I'll turn up the volume so you get to hear what I mean, and it just cut out there briefly. But as soon as I walk away from it, It's just going to fade away. See, it's gone again. Not talking, and it's gone. You can't hear me now. It's gone. It's gone. And I'm not even out the door. Hello, I'm over here. So you have to have this on stage. You couldn't be behind stage and have that in a flight case, because these are rack mounted. I'm thinking, how on earth can you have them rack mounted behind stage and it pick it up? It's not possible. The propel unit is plugged into the camera now, so you should hear it. And I put it there just to give you a test. Now I put it to my chest, and now I'm talking. Now I'm putting it right up to my mouth. Okay? And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it over there along with the receiver, and we'll see what it sounds like. So I'm going to walk over here. So here we are. So now it's over there. Can you still hear me, and is it clear? If I do a clap, can you hear it? So it's all the way over there. It's not here. It's not in front of me. So yes, if you were going to use this for YouTube and you decided that I'm going to keep the propel, say, on a mic stand and just tape it on and have it in the background and you'll walk around, it's absolutely fine, because I feel like as if it'll pick the audio up. And the great thing about these mic units is, and I've done tests myself, and they have very little noise. Like a lot of mics, when you turn them up, they have a lot of noise. This doesn't have very little noise. If I edit it now and increase the volume, they don't actually seem to hiss, which is absolutely brilliant. It's fantastic. So that's why I think these things are great. The only massive downfall is that it's not stereo. I mean, a lot of them are not stereo anyways when it comes to, I'm not too sure, but I know that some of the stuff I looked on eBay, you can get them for like 20-30 quid, and the propel mics for cameras, they're only 30 quid in the stereo, and stuff like that. But yes, the biggest downfall is it's not stereo, and secondly, these do not have a good range. They tend to fail. When if you use these type of microphones here, these ones are a bit, the things come off. These are much better. The sound quality is not as good, but these are far better in range, because they can pick up from outside, from here, when that one will just fizz right out, and that's what was really annoying me, because people were just turning around, being like, must have been about 5 foot away, 10 foot away, and it just fizzled out. I thought, what? So anyways, I'm not going to ramble on. I'm going to get the other mic, we'll plug it into the speaker, we'll do a test, I'll do a windbreak test, plug it in the camera, and then we'll call it that. Okay, so we're all wired up now. So I want to show you what the inside of one of these looks like. So you've got the battery there, and you've got some sort of tuning which I can't access, which is in there. There's a couple of tunings. Hold on. Somewhere in there, the tuning. We're on the back here. I can see another tuning there on it, and there's a screwdriver sort of thing. So you just screw this back on, and then there's a switch at the bottom, and then that's what it sounds like through the speaker. And as I can already tell, the quality of that is fantastic. Way better than the propeller one. It's got a way more better feeling, but I can still hear a bit of that, bit of blow sound. Let's put the, so this is with the cover on, and I've noticed that it sounds a little bit better with the cover, because you're not getting that, because you need that windbreaker, because every time I'm going pa pa like that, it's, yeah, with the windbreaker you're not getting that thing. It's like people have pop filters when they're doing singing, they've got to have it, but let's take it off, and that's without it. So it does sound louder, but I can already tell that it sounds better with the cover, and that's why a lot of news reporters, when you see them on the TV, they've always got those big bobbleheads on, because the windbreakers. And I think this absolutely sounds great. And I can put my mouth right towards it, and it's just a great sound. But like I say, if I was to turn around or block the signal, it'll cut out. Can you see it's gone? It's gone, it's gone. See, the microphone is gone. And all I have done is turn around. That is the huge problem. And it's just right there. It's right close to me. It's like 3 foot away. But as soon as I turn around, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, it's like, whoa, and you're dancing away, and it's gone, you know? It's just not reliable. And I've said to David, I said, if you're on stage, I said, you have to put those on stage and face it towards him on the stage, have the wires back. I said, you've got to do that, otherwise it's just going to fizzle out. It's absolute, that's the major problem. But anyways, I want to plug this into the camera. We'll do a close-up test, then a further test. So, yeah. So I plugged into the camera now, and that's what it sounds. And I've not got the windbreaker on, but I will put it on just to see what the difference is. This is with the windbreaker on, and this is with me talking from a distance. Now I can see it's still showing some audio signals. Now if I put my mouth right into it, it shows on the unit that it's distorting, and it might sound a bit distorting doing that, but it's just, I want to test it. So I'm going to put the mic over there, we'll have a talk over here, and we'll see if it picks up. Also I need to switch off the other propel one because I've left it on. Okay, so the mic is over there with the windbreaker on, and that's what it sounds like. I can still see that it's peaking out, so it's not. I don't know if you noticed there, but it actually cut off from just being over there. It must have rolled slightly and cut off, but yeah, that's just a rough of what it actually sounds like. But that is a real pain. That is the actual annoying part of this, is that it doesn't work from distances. If you want proper good mics, just go for Sennheiser. I know they can be quite pricey, but if you're working in that line of work and you want something decent, a Sennheiser. If you don't really care about the distance and you're just using it for short distances, it's okay if someone's, you know, standing there singing on the mic. It's absolutely fine. But if they're taking the mic up and swinging around and it cuts out, that's going to be a major disaster. But yeah, I'll show you what it looks like with the thing switched on, because you haven't seen that yet. And then we'll wrap things up from there, because I think the video is getting quite long. I just wanted to demonstrate these two units because one of them is obviously my friend's. He let me use it because he gave me the wrong one actually. He gave me one and he took the other, but he thought that you could tune these in. And I says, oh no, I says, they're all tuned to a specific mic. And I was partially right, because there's a lot of different units that have different tunings. But there is a bunch of them with the same tuning as well. So just to show you, this is what the unit looks like when it's doing its thing. It's actually quite cool. I like Peak Masters, whatever you want to call them, when they're doing things like that. But that is going to be it for this one. I just wanted to demonstrate these units before one of them goes away and one gets sold on eBay. But if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Please share. And yeah, I'll see you again for more. Cheers for watching. Thanks.